Pennsylvania has reached an agreement with the Department of Education, one that strips a transgender swimmer of all medals won in the women's category. NTD's Daniel Monahan has a closer look.
The resolution agreement strips transgender athlete Leah Thomas of an NCAA Division I crown in the women's category in 2022 and all records as a female competitor at the University of Pennsylvania. It also requires the university to bar males from participating in female athletic programs or using women's bathrooms and locker rooms. The school must also issue a personal written apology to every female swimmer who competed against Leah Thomas. Education Secretary Linda McMahon praised the university for correcting what she called past harms against women and girls, speaking on Fox News.
We hope that that agreement is going to be a template for other universities who acknowledge that there is no room for men and women's sports, not only during the competition, but also in the locker room and other intimate spaces.
President Trump earlier this year signed an executive order prohibiting males from competing in women's sports, citing Title IX laws passed in 1972 to protect women's athletics. In April, the Trump administration suspended $175 million in federal aid to UPenn and warned the school it would lose more funding unless Thomas's titles were rescinded.
Today is an utter triumph for President Trump and for the administration, but mostly for the women and girls who will come behind the Riley Gaines and the Paula Scanlons and others.
Thomas won a Division I NCAA Women's Swimming Championship in the 500-yard freestyle event in 2022 after competing on the men's team from 2017 to 2020. Riley Gaines is a former University of Kentucky swimmer who competed against Thomas. She was required to share a locker room with the transgender athlete and has since become a vocal advocate against male participation in women's sports.
So many sat idly by and watched and actually reprimanded us as women if we even dared to speak about this.
Gaines expressed her gratitude to President Trump and McMahon.
I feel vindicated. I feel like pigs are flying. I feel like hell has frozen over. So it is a fantastic day, of course, for sanity, for common sense. But I think more broadly for women, for humanity, for the little girl that I'm growing inside of me right now that I will welcome to the world in just a few weeks.
UPenn says it remains committed to a welcoming, inclusive community and noted that it complied with NCAA rules and Title IX as interpreted at the time. Daniel Monahan, NTD News.
An end to a murder case that shook the nation. Brian Koberger, who is charged with the murder